Gas, an invisible mystery that makes cars run, gives broke teens a quick free high, and makes balloons carry dads away while lounging on a lawn chair. But I'm here to solve this mystery, much like the child detective I was before my badge was unrightfully stripped away because I wouldn't back down after the real cops took my case of the spilled fruit punch on the Clancy's fancy rug. So what if it ended up being blood from a quintuple murder suicide? That was my case to solve with my 8 years of life experience. And I was the perfect kid for the job too, seeing as I knew all the Vicks and Perps from homeroom. But back to the matter at hand. Gas. It's the third stage evolution of solid state Metal Gear and company assets during bankruptcy, and this stuff is everywhere. But what do you do when a space demon who's clearly using gigantic shoulder pads to overcompensate for sickly little noodle arms tries to frame you and your buds for dealing out respiratory failure to every child on a planet? Well, cross them fingers that the dirty cops around town are blitzed off sparkling soda coolers and some man-eating bees got knocked simple so you can give those polluted kids a bottle of thick-ass water. Anywho, my name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speakin Sentai. Guys, like I said, my name is James of Mostly Speakin Sentai, a proud podcast partner with the Tokusatsu Network. And guys, I would like to tell you today that this show, it says you must be careful, even at a green light, because cars may still be coming, like me, running reds, because 1, I don't play by the rules, and 2, I got a penis full of piss about to burst.
Wow.
That's the thing I was giggling about before. And you said, what you giggling about? I got a penis full of piss and it's about to burst. Oh, flavor burst. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, our Patreon is live, Nicole. Oh, and my co-host, Nicole.
Hi.
Nicole.
Hi.
We'll be doing these shout outs for $10 and up patrons at the end that are written and elaborate and they're cool. I'm giving you guys characters within the world of Sentai, that is. But I just want to thank everyone who has signed up for the Patreon as of the recording date, which is 4/7/2020. Oh my God, it's like my vision. Okay. Where's my mouse cursey? I would like to give a big shout out to Hit People Guy, aka Steve F. Are you gonna say woo?
Woo.
Eric, aka Trekkie B47, Barry of Ranger Command Power Hour.
Woo.
And then Nicole, you know the next one. You go A, B,
C.
Yeah, C into place. Oh, and then I call her the Waz, but you call her
Woo.
Okay. Alex, my old manager, the greatest manager I've ever had. Sorry, Selena, you got beat.
Ooh.
Craig from It Takes Two to Make a Toku Right. And our good friend, _Tito.
Ooh.
Thank you guys so much for joining our Patreon, patreon.com/MLM pod. And Nicole, we got to talk about our week, the biggest thing that happened.
Woo.
Yeah.
Soup?
Oh, no, you kid.
Ay.
Our 24-hour.
24.
24. Is that the theme song to 24? Our 12-hour long live stream.
Yeah.
You can watch it right now on YouTube, but we had a lot of people come through. It was great.
It was super fun.
We played things like Crash Bandicoot, Monopoly. Oh, okay. So if you go to the description, everything's time-stamped. Please watch the Monopoly one. It is peak Nicole and me. It's good.
That game was not good.
Yeah, it wasn't very user-friendly, especially the trading. It took us just when you get to us start to trade, like actually trade, skip forward maybe a minute and a half to 2 minutes, and then the trading will actually start happening.
Yeah, it took a minute to figure out how to do it.
I enjoyed it though.
I did not.
I'd like to just play it for funsies.
Why?
I like Monopoly.
That version though?
Any Monopoly I'm fine with.
Okay.
It does the math for you. I was just about to give away spoilers. There are specific things that happen over and over again, and we get angry at the game.
Yeah.
Jokingly angry at the game. Playing it up for the stream.
I did find out that I'm the stupidest person James knows.
You're giving it away now. Give it away. Give it away now. Quit picking at your nose. Put your hands where they belong, which is in my hands.
I was not picking my nose.
No, picking at.
I have like a scab where a pimple was.
What I can do is I'll wax it off.
No.
I wonder if people do that
worse.
with scabs. Oh, God, my skin's crawling.
No, nobody does that. That's not a thing.
Oh, no, just like take a long piece of packing tape on a scab and just...
What the fuck?
Rip it up. Oh, that's cringe-worthy. But one of the best things about this stream, I woke up Saturday morning.
Yes.
And I had just put out a Cartoon Network racing.
Was that the day of the stream?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So I put that out, Cartoon Network racing playthrough. Please watch those. They're very fun. The long play that I started. Parts 1, 2, and 3 are all out right now. And it's me just talking about my experience and my love of Cartoon Network. So right away, there is a comment from a random person we don't know that all it says is, "Hi, Mr. First Place." And I told Nicole that I was like, I don't know who this is. And we had a huge laugh about that. And we started like saying it. And then all of a sudden, Sammy Kenobi, who is the commenter, joins the chat. And we're like, "Sammy, what are you up to? Who are you?" And he's just like, "Oh, I'm from the UK. I'm 13. I was like, "Okay, good. You're 13. That's the age range that, the minimum on YouTube that we're looking for." And he stayed in the chat for a long, like 6 hours was watching us. Mm-hmm. And it was great. And he told us that he broke his jaw because a 9-year-old dared him to jump off a playground, and how it was worded was just perfect. It seemed out of context. We don't know why he said it. It's great.
No, because we were talking about like breaking bones or something.
Okay. Or maybe, I think we were talking about surgeries.
Maybe.
And he said, "I had a surgery once." But guys, check out Sammy Kenobi. I think that's his YouTube handle.
Wow, way to be prepared.
And then the stream just went like that. Nicole played Pokemon Sweets for a long time.
Yeah, that game was so fun.
I beat the Carranger game in one standing, which is super fun for Super Nintendo. Unfortunately, the stream did not record the entire thing. So like the last 10 to 15 minutes was cut, and that was the funniest stuff we did.
Yeah, James and I, it cut off the part where James and I just completely lose our minds.
From playing.
And I cry so hard, I'm like laughing and have snot running down my face. But seriously just cut all of that out, and I'm so bummed.
And then I said, Nicole was like, "I have snot running out of my nose. I have to go clean it." And I was like, "Nicole, wait." And then I was like, "Wait, Nicole's mom, are you in the chat right now?" I don't think she's in the chat anymore. It's been a while since we heard from her. And I go, "Nicole, just anything about your body is just so attractive." And then I turn over and I'm playing the game, and then chat, because there was like a 30-second delay. It was huge. And
it was seriously like a 2-minute delay. It was ridiculous.
And then I start seeing comments from her mom saying, "James, I'm in here. James, no." But luckily it didn't get too graphic.
I'm shaking my head right now.
Shaking it, yes, no. Yes. She's going, yes. No, she's shaking it like a metal song's happening right now. Yes, like that exactly, Nicole. I know what song you're listening to. "I Got Gas and I'm All Out of It" in Florida by Pierce the Veil. Nicole just double winked at me.
I'm
Did
gonna
it
leave.
again.
I'm gonna leave.
Nicole, I'd like to do you have anything else to talk about for your week?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, everyone is in self-quarantine. You can't go out of your house unless it's for essential stuff. And unfortunately, for those of you that are dating people or married or trying to work your relationship to be better, this is a tasking time for it. Or new relationships, and all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to be in a house with this person this long.
No, see, I feel bad for people that are single because they're just alone by themselves the whole time.
Okay, it can also be for single people who are like, hey, I still would like to date, but how do I date inside my apartment by myself? Well, we got some ideas for you.
The internet?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course the internet. But what tools on the internet can you do? First, if you're like, oh my God, I like having a date night every single week. Wow, I'm so sad, I can't do that. Just one, you guys make the same dinner and then you eat it together on Skype and then you both have the same movie synced up to play at the same time and you have a little watch party and you can see the other react and go, hee hee hee, if it's a funny part, or, oh, if it's scary. And Nicole, what's another emotion?
Surprised.
Give me another. That hurt my throat.
Angry.
Oh, I piss.
Confused.
I don't know how they're going to get out of this kerfuffle.
Constipated.
Like thought constipated or real
You decide.
Okay. Oh, there's too much going in. I can't process it. It must have been all that cheese. You thought it was thought at first. What's another?
Scared.
Scared? Oh, I thought, Let me give you some. Pleasant.
Oh.
Oh, this is hard. Blasé.
I don't know what that means.
Apathetic.
Oh, okay.
Well, humored.
Oh, okay.
Exhausted.
Okay.
And then what's one last? The classic movie trope, an emotion every single movie brings you. Motherhood.
Okay.
What? The need of motherhood.
What about the emotion of New York City being a character itself?
I'm fucking walking here.
Okay.
There we go, guys. So quarantine idea, bada boom. It's already out of the way. Next.
Solves all your problems.
What's another kind of... Oh, fuck. I forgot to prelude why I started thinking of this. I started thinking...
Lube.
Ew. You gotta pre-lube, though, guys. Especially if once we get to our next one, I'll tell you guys. So, I was thinking of date ideas that Nicole and I had when we first started dating. Mm-hmm. And one of them was to go to a graveyard because Nicole seemed like she liked spooky stuff. And she was like, no, I ain't going to a graveyard that's known to be haunted.
That's too spooky. I didn't even watch haunted horror movies back then.
You're like haunted movies. I know
haunted,
The Ring.
Especially haunted movies.
The Ring, VHS, and the most haunted movie of them all.
And now I love them.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Ooh.
What's your favorite haunted or horror movie?
Conjuring.
Okay. What you think of the tall man in there?
That's in the second one.
Yeah, he's tall as hell. That first one.
I was talking about the first one.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, I want to watch it again, but you won't do it.
Yeah, because I'm scared. We're in an apartment like that house.
No, we're not.
We're in the South. It's a huge apartment, and there's wispy willows right outside our window that a lady is currently hanging from.
Okay.
She's a witch, Harry. So that's why I was thinking of date ideas. But we settled on going to the rendezvous, watching Chris Gethard. It was a good time. Nicole saw me eat with utensils for the first time. So the next date idea. Yeah, you could do Skype sex. You could do phone sex or sexting. But what happens if one of you guys has an illness? We're not saying the illness, just an illness. And you're like, well, I can't talk on the phone, but I still got to rub one out. AIM style, get on Facebook and cyber each other. But this time you know who's on the other end instead of saying, oh man, is this someone pretending to catfish me? Oh, you could also do that. Be someone pretending to catfish you. Guys, this is a perfect time for role playing as well. Catfish each other, role play.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh yeah, I am Anna Nicole Smith, back from the dead because someone read the Necronomicon. I'm a Deadite, and I'm ready to just fuck down, Playmate style. And then you're like, oh, Anna Nicole, but really it's your boyfriend on the other line. Nicole, you got any date ideas?
No.
What about people who are living together? What's a date idea we could do besides playing video games for 12 hours?
Well, we currently will watch a movie and make dinner. What, you've already said that.
Okay, yes. Go for a long walk late at night when no one's around.
Yeah.
We did that last night. We saw the I'll Get There tunnel.
Mm-hmm. It was cute.
Nicole's never been there before, and I said, you gotta see it. And she's like, hey, if it's not at this next block, we're turning back. And guess what?
Yeah,
it was there.
What time did we get back?
It was probably an hour-long walk.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's because of your short little legs. They're like an inch stick. You got a meter stick, but you're an inch stick.
That doesn't exist.
It could. That'd be actually kind of handy. Because I'm like, if I know what an inch is, I can be like, okay, well, 12 of those is a foot. All you need is an inch stick.
You know what else would be helpful?
What?
A ruler.
Yes, it's a ruler that's just 1 inch. And then you can keep it in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess like a 3-inch, because then you're like, well, 4 of these is a foot.
Hey, you know what else you can put in your pocket?
What?
A tape measure.
Oh, yeah. You can also put it on your tool belt.
Yup.
Nicole, 5 top things to keep in your tool belt.
Tools.
Okay. Oh, but the cybering thing, that's why you need to pre-lube.
Yeah.
I forgot to shoehorn that back. Yeah, guys, there's some date ideas for you.
You're
Where
welcome.
we at? Yes, so welcomed. Was there anything else I needed to do? 12-hour stream, we got that. I think I'm done for up top.
Whoa.
I still think we should have went to that graveyard.
No.
Would you have just been shaking in your little booties?
Yes.
Oh, one of the best things from this stream was Nicole started talking like Toad.
Really? Not Upside Down Man?
Upside Down Man was... It's like hanging out with an old friend. So Upside Down Man came back while we were playing. So I tagged just individual games that we played, but
Yeah.
I said Upside Down Man appears at and tagged the timestamp in the description for that.
Appearance of Upside Down Man?
Yeah, that's the 3rd time he showed up.
3rd appearance.
Hey guys, and yesterday, please, it was released today, the 2nd episode of my Beyblade playthrough in celebration of tomorrow's 1st episode of talking about Beyblade. I was playing the Beyblade game. And the 1st episode, I did not double check the video recording and it did not work. And then that spiraled into me shouting while playing Beyblade.
Because James is like, I'm not in a good mood. I'm going to play Beyblade because that sounds like a fun, simple thing to do. And it just went downhill so fast.
It's a combination of me not double checking the recording, even though I could see the screen that was recording. So I was pissed off at myself. And the fact that this game is so insanely hard. It's on medium. I should have changed it over to easy just so I could have a fighting chance. But it spirals into me really reflecting on myself and my happiness. And then Nicole, not on microphone, came and hugged me. I mean, I was on microphone, but it's Beyblade related. No co-hosts allowed.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, please check that out. YouTube. Also that 12-hour stream. If you're like, hey, I got an hour each day, just chisel off an hour, another, or just watch it by video game segment. It'll be quick. That's you were also doing like the Muppets too. We do a Miss Piggy.
Yeah, because you kept laughing, so I kept doing it.
Nicole, make me laugh every day you do. Are you
Good.
ready to get into the episode?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Today, we watched the thrilling conclusion of the Part 2 Evil Signalman saga entitled The Suspicious Exhaust Purging Operation, with Signalman evil as which picture has a traffic sign in it, internet captchas, he's boozing it on the job, something lawful good Signalman would never do. With this, the Bozak are left to their own demise, thinking throwing seeds on the Carranger will be the plan that finally works. Meanwhile, Dapu figures out the cure for the exhaust madness, simply burping up water. I mean, if it works for curing a drowned kid with liquid in their lungs, it should work for gases in their lungs, right? Carranger. Nicole was laughing at me because I was trying to put my laptop down but not put it on microphone cables. So, Nicole, what you think of this app? What's your notes?
This episode is silly.
Yes, I wrote down the combination of just perfect Carranger things that happened in it. First, the space bees. The Bozak say, hey, I have the perfect plan. I will throw seeds on the Carrangers. Those seeds will get watered and then vines will wrap around them, constraining them. But from those vines, flowers will emerge and space bees will come. And to get the pollen will inevitable, Razakel, will sting the bees. Nicole Wise got Idened and
The flowers will sting the bees.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I thought you were widened eyes because you thought I was going to start going down a weird stream of consciousness. So that happens. Then we find out, wow, soda or just water, burping it up, burps will get the rainbow gas out of the signalman's lungs. Then the cars get stung.
Which doesn't make any sense because burps is gas in your stomach.
Maybe it's them swallowing the gas. They're going like, This needs to be filmed.
Yeah.
I think maybe, like when you're like, oh, I swallowed too much air and now my tummy hurt. Like that. Or when you eat like a very fluffy cake and it's just so many air bubbles in it. And you're like, oh, my stomach expanded. Did you put too much yeast in the dough baker, Dave? And then it does. And your stomach expands and
So you're not making
up.
any fucking sense.
I'm back, baby. I ate beforehand. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka. Is that how the song goes?
Yeah.
Okay. And then they have this circle fight. And that's pretty bonkers, too, to tire out Signalman.
They're just bullying Signalman.
It looked like they were kind of tickling him. I've talked about it slightly on This Movie's Gay, to which Corwin said that is the gayest thing I have ever heard you say, James. That Dakota Rust and I would have tickle fights when we were in middle school. And we loved it. Like, we loved just tickling each other until we just were like, stop it, I'm exhausted from giggling.
Yeah.
And we were clothed. That was one of Corwin's main questions.
Oh my God.
So tickle fights, I enjoy doing it.
And that's how you know James makes tickle porn.
I do not. I wish someone could tickle me and then they're like blackmailing me to say like, I'm going to show your family. I'd be like, yes, please. It'll get more views then, bitch.
Oh, got him.
Our town has rampant with tickle porn. Muskegon town, not Chicago town. Where was I? And I miss tickling you. I just, it's a way to connect.
Nothing? I give you an inch, you want a yard.
Yeah, I want a yard of tickling. Oh my God, just think of this. A sprawling yard, the White House lawn.
I give you an inch, you want a house with a yard.
Oh, does someone say that?
Yeah, it's a lyric.
Oh, okay, from what?
The Good Life.
Okay. I thought you were going to say Baby Got Back.
What?
We're in it to win it, guys.
What's his Tim Casher from
I think
Cursive?
so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
that
he
guy.
also from The Fainter? That's the other. That's another person.
No.
It's so insular, that old Saddle Creek roster. So think of this. It's you, me, we're on a lawn, a yard, if you will. And it's like a manhunt, or like kind of like the Jason Friday the 13th game where
Sure.
you're a camp counselor. We've changed it from the
Okay.
White House lawn to Camp Pendaluan. I'm the Red Eye Man. And
Okay.
I'm just running, chasing after you. And if I get you, I get to tickle you.
That sounds terrifying.
It's going to happen, guys. Oh, and plus, I'm in a full clown getup
Why?
to terrify you more. Oh, yeah.
I hate this.
What? Okay, then give me something you would love with physical contact
To
with
not
me.
get tickled.
Okay, and how am I physically contacting you?
A hug.
Okay, guys, I guess Camp Pendaluan, Red Eye Man, dressed up as a clown, and if I get you, I hug you.
It's so scary.
I also, the Red Eye Man, I think, is on, we discuss on Engage with Nicolas Cage, which comes out in 2 months.
I have no idea.
It's a folklore from Camp Pendaluan. That's all you need to know.
Oh, yeah, that's what. Yep.
I need to edit that episode still. It's a long one, though.
Yep. It's a longie.
Oh, that cat.
Well, you got time, baby.
Yeah, I got nips, too. That can be tickled. Could you tickle me?
Yes, I can tickle you.
Okay.
You fucking weirdo.
I just want to be close to you, Nicole.
Except last night you just like left me in the living room by myself and went to bed. Didn't even say goodnight anything.
No, I was waiting for you to get into bed because there is a reason why, but I won't discuss it on the podcast. But
yeah, but normally if you or I go to bed and the other person is still like out and about, we'll be like, hey, I'm going in the bedroom now.
But my intent wasn't to sleep. So, and you also were like, I didn't know.
You say, hey, I'm going into the bedroom now.
But you had said, hey, I am checking on how to sign up for food stamps.
Yeah.
So I thought, it's going to be a quick, hey.
And then I signed up for
so
it.
I wasn't expecting you to do the entire
I didn't finish
process.
because it was taking forever.
So that's why I was like, she'll be in a minute. That'll be fine.
Yeah, dude.
And then you were at least 12 minutes went past because I watched a 12-minute video about what music aggregate service I should use to publish this new CD.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured it out, probably using DistroKid.
Mm-hmm.
It's the least expensive, and it just is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about? Red Eye Man? Red Eye Man's
flowers
me after smoking some
bees.
weed. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? You like bees?
Yeah, I think bees are funny.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you like anything that, like the Cards Against Humanity card that's just bees ?
Oh my God, I laughed so fucking hard the first time I got that card.
And she throws it down whenever she can.
And the best part about BioShock is when you can shoot bees at people. And the bee jokes on Wreck-It Ralph 2 are hilarious.
I know none of them, but I know there are there because I know you laugh and you're like, bees! We got to play BioShock in a playthrough.
Yes.
I mean, I will play and then you talk.
Yeah.
Because you're like, James will get so scared.
Yeah, it's funny.
Will you hug me?
Yes.
Okay. We should also play Resident Evil 4 leading up to Halloween because that's pretty scary for me.
Okay.
But I also just get scared. I get scared in Fortnite.
I know. That's why I said it would be funny.
And I'll have headphones on. Stereoscopic elements are going on.
Stereoscopic.
Oh, fuck. Someone needs to... Nicole, Google that. Make sure no one...
Copyright it.
Yes,
Trademark.
we need to do that. Stereoscopic. Stereostop. Yes, that's even better. Stop it. It's too scary. They're ooky and they're spooky.
Oh my God.
They're very, very kooky. The Addams Family. I'm scared.
Scared.
One of them is hair. I need to just... It's the Addams Sandler family theme, and I'm just doing that bit over it.
Yeah.
I'm scared. It's got to be in public domain by now.
No.
Yeah, they keep making new movies. All right, Nicole, let's get into these notes. Okay, so one of my 2-starred notes is something that Dapu says, and I believe it's the crux of this entire series. After he explains, hey, it's just soda, they'll drink it and then they'll be fine. They're like, that's dumb. It has to be something more complicated than that. And he responds, it doesn't matter if it's simple or stupid. And this, and even
like this is the solution.
Yeah, this is the solution. It doesn't matter. I wish people would view a lot of media like that. Like, who cares if it's simple and stupid? It's still good.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy, oh my God, it's the greatest show ever. But it's simple and stupid. Ninja Steel, look at it like with that lens, and you'll be like, this is an amazing show.
Yeah, with getting into horror movies, especially watching like older ones, it kind of conditions you to ask less questions and just accept what's going on.
Oh yeah, because when you start asking the questions and they start answering those questions, you're like, oh my, this just leaves me with more questions.
Or you just don't want them because they're bad.
Yeah.
Like even in the new It Chapter 2, and you're like, the fuck? This dead kid is just like a zombie now driving a car. I was just like, okay, yeah. Like, just get out immediately on board with it.
Wait, when does that happen?
You don't remember that?
No.
The bully's friend.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. It's like, just stop trying to pick everything apart. Just like it's just like fun and entertaining, and just accept it for what it is.
Yeah, it's called maybe magic. That's just a solution to everything. It's just magic. You don't need to know how Jason keeps rising from the dead, because when they explain it as magic, you're going to be like, well, that's stupid. Well, yeah. Because you asked for it. And obviously it's magic. You stupid fucking idiots.
Okay, damn.
It's magic. How does Sonic run so fast? Magic.
Just learn how to say sure, why not to things.
That's the name of this episode. Sure, why not? Or Scario, stop it. What's another like thing? Like, people can get so on board with Nightmare on Elm Street, but it's how? What's making this haunting thing happen? Where he can rise from the dead if someone says his name. Like, this is actually something I would like explain. Give backstory. Did he do a spell when he was burning, like a witch would do? How come Rustin Parr's making kids look in the corner? Let them watch. They're old enough. They're about to die anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, Rustin. Mr. Parr. We haven't talked about him in a while.
Yeah.
I think that's when our listenership went down, is when we stopped talking about Rustin Parr.
Oh, that's what it was.
Guys, in the Blair Witch subreddit, let them know we're back to talking about Mr. Parr and why he's not letting children...
Mr. Parr.
Yeah, why he's not letting kids watch their friends die. Do you think he got his... Well, it was a small town, so all the kids had to have known each other. So, yeah, they're all being murdered.
Yep.
With their friends. At least they're with company, you know?
Like in Mindhunter.
Yeah, exactly.
IRL.
It's kind of, my stepmom, I believe, would always say, like, you know, it's not about the experience, it's about the company you're with. So as long as you're with good company and you're getting murdered as a child, it's best case scenario.
No.
I think it is. If you are murdered as a child.
You know what I really want to rewatch?
What?
Actually, you know what? I haven't even seen True Detective. We haven't even seen the second season.
I hear from people either...
But I feel like it's because you don't want to.
Well, I don't really torrent things anymore, and that's how we watched the first one. Was it on Showtime or HBO?
I don't know.
Hey guys, let us know if you own the DVDs. Send them this way.
Well, like, I've thought about buying them.
I wouldn't mind watching it.
Okay, hell yeah.
Because I hear anyone who's like, oh, it sucks. It's just because it wasn't as dark and gray. Like it's a completely different thing than the first one. So it's never going to live up to those expectations because it could never be that.
That's what I'm worried about Hill House. Because they're going to do like another season, but it's going to be a different story.
All I know is it's still going to look beautiful because as long as they have the same cinematographer, that's all I care about.
All right. Anyway, what the fuck? How did we get here?
Stereoscopic.
Scario, stop it.
I'm scared.
Ooh.
Oh, things being simple and stupid. Who cares, guys? Just say, what did you say? Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
My next note is...
Otherwise, I just say, you don't know how to... You don't like fun. Because otherwise, if you're not just like, oh, I'm on board with it, then you're just like, what? That's stupid. And then you're like, you know what I mean? Then you're not having fun with it because you're like being negative about it. And it's like, just be like, sure, why not? And then just laugh about it. And it's fun. And that's what movies are. It's to have fun and be entertained.
Yeah, it's called suspension of disbelief. Have you ever heard of it? How about you read a 5th grade English book? Oh, yeah, that's right. You fucking stupid. Because remember, I called them fucking stupid a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
And that's when you do learn about suspension of disbelief, like in a 5th grade English book.
Sure.
They're like, oh, yeah... Holden McNeil. Is that the guy from Catcher in the Rye? Yes.
No, and you definitely don't read Catcher in the Rye in 5th grade.
Yeah, you do.
You super don't.
You're like, yeah, he might be a little bit of a douchebag who clearly needs therapy, but back then they didn't believe in therapy. Suspend disbelief. Holden McNeil, then what is that from?
I have no idea.
Guys, let me know in an iTunes review. 5 stars.
And for everyone listening that's like, it's Holden Caulfield. It's Holden Caulfield.
Okay. I got Holden right. And Caulfield McNeil. That's a like rhyme if I've ever heard one. Neil and Field.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Holden McNeil. I believe it is from the Clerks series.
Rustin Parr?
Yeah, baby. Oh my God, Rustin Parr, Blair Witch meets the View Askew-averse.
I
quit. Soup? Oh man. Remember when you were just hopping up and down with Kermit the Frog?
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious, but our listeners will never know because it didn't fucking record it.
A little bit of it got recorded. Of it, like, I don't call it out, but you are just for some reason jumping. What else do we have? Oh, Signal Man is in fact not a robot. Earlier on, you thought he was a robot, but he's drinking water, soda pop. Mm-hmm. He'd be drinking oil.
Through his robot mouth.
It's opened.
It's not.
Just a little bit. I'll take a sip out of water and just, you see my mouth?
Or is it like a morph suit where you can drink through it?
Could be. It's porous.
Yeah.
Oh, give me some of that porous. Is it hot, cold, or just right?
Okay.
I'm Goldilocks.
Yeah. Yep.
Eating some porous.
I'm so upset right now.
We're loopy again. Oh, yeah. So, my life with Loopy.
It turns out that all the kids aren't actually sick. They're just brainwashed to be sick. However the fuck that works.
It's like Munchausen syndrome, I think. Like your mom makes you to, or father makes you to think you're sick, so you always think you're sick. So it's kind of like that. It's brainwashing you to think of that way.
Sure.
Guys, let me know if that's real. iTunes review,
It's
5
not.
stars. I think it is Munchausen syndrome.
No.
Let me check.
No.
Okay, let me know, please, in a 5-star iTunes review. Or just in a 5-star Twitter review. I'm going to smash you all. Okay, so Signal Man comes right out the gate and he sees them and he's like, I'm not drinking this soda. I'm calling Surrender. And immediately is like, oh, they don't have their mech. And I'm just going to start squashing them.
Okay. They're just like, oh yeah, we'll just be the Rangers and give him a soda. It's like, you're not going to take a random soft drink from someone you hate.
I don't know if it was like a creamsicle soda. Actually, I was gonna say I'd get it from Trump, but I'd be like, it's what's this orange thing just floating in front of me? Because it'd blend in with his friggin' skin.
You wouldn't even see it. Yeah.
I'd be like, what? Oh, wait, you're right. I still wouldn't see it. He'd just be handing me some. He'd be stretching his arm out, and I'd smack it away, and I'd say, get those dirty paws off of me.
Yeah.
And he'd say, I'm trying to give you a... It's a perfect Trump impression. I'm trying to give you a good soda.
But it just like breaks open on the ground.
And then I'm like, no, that's sweet orange juice. And then I'd citizens arrest him. Wasting orange cream soda like that.
Make him drink it off the ground like a kitty cat.
Or like a dog rub his nose in it. Or like Gigi Allen, because both get their nose rubbed in something, and broken bottles. Gigi Allen fucking loved rolling around on those. Oh my God, he's like Franklin in a sunbeam. Just in infinite times more blood.
The last couple of days, Frank has been coming out of his cupboard like friggin' clockwork at like 4:00, going into the living room to lay in the sunbeam from the window, and it's so fucking cute.
Yeah, he used to do it at around 5, go in, lay out by the radiator while I was editing, and I'd be like, oh, you cute ass man, with a puff or a hand.
Oh, but the curtain's closed.
He'll still get a little sun.
Oh, my sweet boy.
Oh, he's so sweet. But that's, smashing them all is what a lot of Power Rangers semi-fans would say. Like, I just don't get it. Like, why don't they just start out with the mecha and just, like, stomp him? They say, a lot of people will say that. How come they don't just, they see the monster?
That's because you hate fun.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get some
sure, why not?
Yeah.
What about the cars getting stung by bees?
Yeah. And they're such great car owners that they're like, we foresee this about to happen, so we're going to remove we'll get stung by bees. We're fine with that, but our cars can't.
Because apparently they have skin?
Yeah. Or no, when you get a dent, like you can pop it back out. So it's just like a concave dent. It's swole.
No.
Or like when you hit a tire really good, it'll blister
flesh.
out. Oh man, then that means they're like warm to the touch.
Or are they just, because that was like oh no, this is going to happen. Maybe the Rangers are just really stupid.
That could also be because it was just in their head that was going to happen. But still, they're good car owners. I just let my cars run ragged. They would have been covered in bee stings.
Yikes.
I would have been like, hey, it's not me. I'm fine with that.
Yikes.
They got my girl. I'm over here sipping a mint julep.
Signalman got fucking trashed.
Drunk-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was hitting on Zonetta saying, I'm going to divorce my wife.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? And then, what's his face was like, yeah, get intimate with her. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that part I didn't get because he has a huge crush on her.
Yeah, I think that was like an error in the subtitles. Like, it should have been the opposite.
Don't get, or maybe he was like, which is really messed up, kind of like saying like, yeah, man, as long as you're on our team, you can get intimate with her. I'll be Polly.
Yeah.
Want to crack her and friggin' crack her ass. Today I said we were watching Leonhardt. He opens Pokemon cards on YouTube and he opened up a Poliwag. And I said, Nicole, the only Poly in this apartment is if it ends with a wag. And then we woogity-woogied.
Did we?
Yeah. The stinging is a nightmare to me. All of those bees flying at me. I'm terrified of bees. Dapu was hacking into the mainframes using a satellite, which was really cool. Dapu's the best.
Yeah, Dapu, I think, shined in this episode.
It's funny how it's a parody season, so the parody is while the master is actually helping. I wonder if they did that consciously.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Barza fucking blows. Kaku, get out of here. Arthur 5.
Samuel L. Jackson.
What? Oh, from VR Troopers. Nicole didn't have her glasses on, and there's a guy who I also thought had those vibes. She's like, is that one guy? I was like, what, Samuel L. Jackson? And she's like, yeah, him. It's not, though, guys.
No, it looked like it with my glasses off, though.
And then in the end, Signal Man comes and sees Ichitaru, and he's like, hey, man, I'm back. And then he's scared. He's like, if your mom had undiagnosed bipolar and she got all
okay, making it personal.
Whoa, now you revealed that this is personal. And she like gets all angry and throws shit. And then, you know, the next day she's like, hey, how are you? Do you want a hug? And you're like, I don't want to hug you. You're scary.
Yeah.
So that happened. So what I was thinking, but like Signal Man doesn't know.
I would have said like a dog that ripped up a pair of shoes and like they knew they were in trouble.
But then went back. But Signal Man doesn't know he was in trouble. But he's just like, hey, everything's back to normal. Come on, man. So I was thinking.
Because he acts like he had amnesia the whole time.
He did, though. He doesn't remember any of it.
Which doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. It would be like if a spell got casted on you.
I guess, but I wish it would have been more like after he burps, he's like, oh no, what did I do? What did I just do? Like, I can't believe I did all those terrible things, and then has to reconcile. But no, he just had amnesia from it.
It was too toxic in him.
I guess.
But I was thinking, what would happen if like...
Except the kid remembers everything.
Yeah, which is, it doesn't.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, sure, why not? What would happen if I got, you know how like sometimes you'll get like brain tumors?
Yeah, you know, sometimes you get those.
And like it pushes on a certain spot and it changes your personality. What if I got a rage tumor and then would you like, afterwards we found out, oh wow, that is the reason why I started getting angry all the time. Would you be like, I mean, as long as I was like, hey, I am so sorry that happened, that thing that I didn't know was there was causing this, would you be able to be comfortable around me again?
Yeah, I already am.
Wait, no, but like if I was rage.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Nicole, you smell like fucking socks. And then you're like, oh, I try not to, Jampy. And then I was like, well, maybe get your head out of the fucking hamper. And then would you still love me if you found out it was a tumor? Or you would probably like understand, like, oh, wow, something is wrong.
Yeah.
Or maybe this has been a 7-year-long grift. I've been a nice little Jampy, but really I'm angry. No, that's not it. Nicole, I'm getting the 7-year itch to get to 8 years.
I don't know what that means.
Remember, I thought we were together for 8 years.
I don't know what a 7-year itch is.
The 7-year itch is if you're not married
Athlete's
yet.
foot?
Oh, you cutie.
Yeast infection?
Oh, you cutie. You got any others?
Eczema?
Oh, you cutie. Trigger finger.
Mosquito bites?
Oh, they're everywhere on me. I hate mosquito
Chicken
bites.
pox?
Oh, I don't understand. Like, if it's a virus like
Wait,
the chicken
what's the
pox.
7-year itch?
So the 7-year itch
I feel like you've explained this to me already.
is like if you're not married, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm itching to get married now. Like,
Yeah.
we need to pull the trigger on this relationship and call it good.
Yeah.
But that's never going to happen. Oh, my God. So someone in my family...
I don't know, with all these taxes and stuff, I'm like, I'll get paid more.
So Engage with Nicolas Cage was just released. Oh, wow. So we're getting into plugs now, guys.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Well, real quick. That
I
was
was like,
released.
hey, guys, we're done. And I'm like, what?
Engage with Cage was released, and someone in my family said, oh, I thought this was you, like you guys were engaged. And I was like, hey, we talk about that. And they were like, okay, well, I'll listen, but you know, hint, hint. And I was like, a hint at what? That we should be getting married? That you think Nicole wants to get married? Listen to the friggin' episode.
Yeah, it's like, it's not a hint. Like, we're the ones saying it.
Yeah, like what's the...
What?
Every woman just wants to be married by the time they're 23.
No, she's saying every man.
Okay. Every man needs a marriage. Ooh. All right, Nicole, what else you got?
With the current situation and this episode, I felt it hit really close to home, and I was like, man, I wish it was that simple.
Yeah, just drink some water.
Just have everyone drink soda and it's fine and everything's back to normal.
You cough it up, it dislodges
The
it from
gas.
your lungs,
The brainwash gas.
and bada bing, you're done. Oh God, only if you could do that for like racists and super right conservatives. They just burp out that stuff and they're gone. Man, that John Oliver thing about whatever the name of that news network is.
Yeah.
It's like they are improvising the news. They're not reading from.
Oh no, that clip, yeah, he's definitely did not have anything prepared for that.
It's like how The League or Curb Your Enthusiasm is written. It's just bullet points, and then you find your way to those next bullet points.
Yeah.
It's bonkers, guys. Well, what else you got, Nicole?
I think that's it.
All right, guys. Please go over to patreon.com/MLM pod to listen to the first episode of Engage with Nicolas Cage. And tomorrow, the first episode, if you're listening to this on like the 9th or something, the first episode of Talking About Beyblade. That's my one community podcast. And yes, you're the community. I'm talking about Beyblade, the first season. I'm watching through it. Me, you, the listeners, and that's it, babies. Also, go over to mlmpod.com to find out more information about my other podcasts, such as... I'm not leaving in that long pause, Nicole. That's why she's laughing. The podcasts such as This Movie's Gay, What the Hellmouth, and Hit It and Crit It, which, unfortunately, besides What the Hellmouth, where I will be reading fan fiction, those podcasts are on a stay-at-home delay. Hiatus. They will be back once people can move freely about the city. Chill. Oh, and then listen to my rap music, Marshland Monster. Just finished my new CD. It'll be my first thing that can go on music platforms like iTunes, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music. And that is it besides our shout out. Should I do those now or after?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, just do it. I mean, what else do we have to plug?
Your stuff?
So you're just gonna push me to the end? Rude.
Okay, do it up, girl.
Rude.
How rude.
Okay. I'm Darling Homebody. Go to darlinghomebody.com to find cool pins, patches, keychains, and other awesome stuff designed and made by me. Patreon.com/darlinghomebody for a monthly sticker magnet. And then at Darling Homebody on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram. I think that's it.
Go to our YouTube page, Mostly Speakin Sentai, where you can see Nicole's mini box opening. She's opening up mini mystery boxes.
Mystery mini figures.
And people are loving it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we are $10 and above patrons. We'll be getting shout outs that are designed for like podcast. Like I'm giving them stories and whatnot. So
Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, so if you're $10 and up on the Patreon, we will be shouting you out in these fun little stories.
No, I'm saying for you to do that.
Wait, what?
Where you got the idea from.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I got this specific format. Instead of just listing off people's names, it is based around the Council of Elders tier that NADPod, Not Another D&D podcast, does, but with our own flair to it.
Okay.
So, guys, here we go. First up, we have Hit People Guy, a.k.a. Steve F. Back in 96, he went by Hit Wumper Guy due to the fact that his favorite pastime was thwomping down dumb wumpers. However, once the Wumper turned to a life of repentance, making amends for their past crimes, he too dedicated himself to a life of charity and became the Help Wumper Guy. Eric Trekkie B47 Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, believed to be the real Red Racer, he watches from the shadows, never bitter, just happy to see his team succeed at each turn. He's one humble son of a berry. C. biggest fan of the Carranger. Her recent Carranger Henshin TikTok not only won the top spot on the trending videos, but also the hearts of 5 auto shop workers and a strange hairless space wizard. And finally, Alex Z, aka The Waz. With retirement in his eyes and clearly needing to be a stronger presence in his son's life, Mr. Tenma of Pegasus Auto stepped down from his role as manager and in his place seated The Waz. Now, normally new management tries to overstep and changes things that are working perfectly fine, but not with The Waz. Team morale went up by 67% and everyone got new pen sets, even Dapu. She thinks of everything and everyone. Thank you guys so much. Again, please go over to patreon.com/MLMpod to get your own kind of shout out with the $10 and up patrons. You also get so much more with that. And I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
And we've been Mostly Speakin Sentai. Bye-bye.
早朝は怖い顔して頑張れなんて叫ぶけど
Well, cross your Oh my God. It made me laugh when I said well, and now I'm in my head about it. Okay. Ooh, Nikki Jaker.
Not doing it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, it's another blooper, this is. Laugh into the mic, you cute little... We need to make that a t-shirt. I'm going to raise that mic up a little. Can you? Just a tiny bit. I know you didn't do anything. I can hear the click in the headphones. We getting googie.
We goofy already.
Yeah, that's good.